Hi, this is Patrick Pressoir from the Marketing Guerrillas, and I wanted to thank you for contacting us. What I'd like to do now is take a couple of minutes to explain to you how things are going to roll out, so what are the next steps for you, and what you can expect. So you've just submitted the contact form right here. You can expect a phone call from us in the next 24 to 48 hours. And that call is going to be to schedule an interview with you. So what we want to do is make sure that we have all complete information, and we would like that call to happen within 1 week of your submitting your form today. So if you can plan for that, that would be great. During that diagnostics interview, what we want to do is gather any required information so that we can start working on your diagnostic. And at the same time, we're going to be scheduling the follow-up call where we'll be reporting the initial findings right here. Okay, that call should happen 3 to 4 days after our interview. Okay, so 3 to 4 days, we're going to do that follow-up report out. And at that point, you will decide whether or not you want to pursue with our recommended actions. If you don't, that's fine. You have our diagnostic report, and that's the end of it. And we go our separate ways, and you can do what you will with it. If you decide to accept our services, what we're going to do then is schedule a strategy session with you, because the recommended actions here may require us to do some additional work. There may be an additional proposal for additional research. Competitive analysis, keyword research, things like that, depending on what we find out in the diagnostic. Okay, so we will schedule a strategy session. It may be immediately, depending on, like I said, it may be immediately depending on the nature of your situation, or it may be something that we have to do some additional work for and then do that later. And then once we do that strategy session, which, like I said, if we have to do a lot of research, it could be as much as 2 weeks down the road. And in that strategy session, what we want to do is develop a detailed action plan. We will have a proposal for a service contract. And at that point, we expect the contract authorization for us to start doing the work for you. And if we don't have all this stuff to do, well, then we're going to go immediately to this point here. And then what we're going to do is probably 3 to 6 months down the road, we will reevaluate the progress and decide whether or not we want to pursue. So that's a bit of a messy sketch, but that's basically the steps. So we'll start with you submitting the form, which you just did. We will call you within 24 to 48 hours. We will schedule the diagnostic interview. During that interview, we will get the information that we need for us to do our diagnostic. And then we could schedule at the same time the follow-up within 7 days, the follow-up call within 7 days. Now, 3 to 4 days, you're going to receive our initial findings, and then we'll have a follow-up call to decide whether or not you want to work with us. So, Patrick Pressoir, I really hope that we get to work together, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy what we find for you. All right? Have a good one. Cheers.